tack, boom, tack, boom, boom, tack, boom, tack, boom, boom, tack, boom, tack, boom, boom, tack, boom. Welcome to the first video in the series of how to play Middle Eastern and North African rhythms for congas. Now before we jump into it, we need to talk about some traditional conga technique. Because the conga is an Afro Cuban instrument, we want to learn some of the traditional ways to play the drum before getting into the Middle Eastern and North African style of the language of the drum. So the first thing that we should know is that there's 4 basic sounds in the Afro Cuban tradition on the conga, okay? We have the open, you do it with both hands. So you hit it with this part of your hand and just let your hand bounce off. No need to hit the drum hard. Just like so. Keep your fingers together. That's very important to get a nice clean sound. Okay? The next sound is the tone. So tone, tone. Same kind of motion, but this time just let your hand fall on the drum. Tone, tone. Now we could try open, open, tone, tone. Open, open, tone, tone. Open, open, tone, tone. Open, open, tone, tone. The third sound in the Afro-Cuban style is the slap. So the slap is like a tone, but you have to give it a little more force. Again, you don't have to hit it hard, but it's just the motion of your hand and be relaxed with it, okay? So the slap is like this. Okay? And then the last one is the bass, and basically that's your whole hand in the middle of the drum, just flat, okay? So bass, bass. So the way to practice these is do one of each on each hand and cycle throughout. So for example, I'll start slow, okay? Open, open, tone, tone, slap, slap, bass, bass. Open, open, tone, tone, slap, slap, bass, bass. Open, open, tone, tone, slap, slap, bass, bass. Open, open, tone, bass, bass. Open, open, tone. Okay, so another way to practice that is do 2 on each hand before you change the tone, okay? So open, 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 slap, tone, 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 slap, 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 bass, 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 bass. Open, 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 tone, 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 slap, 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 bass, 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 bass. Okay, so you get the idea. Start slow and then work up the tempo, but you want to make sure you do it nice and even. So I suggest to practice that with a metronome. All right, and then the second technique that you should learn in the Afro-Cuban style is this little, I don't even know what to call it, but this hand motion here. But basically, you start with the heel of your hand, okay? And you just let your hand drop, okay? Bring it back a little and let it drop. Don't make the mistake of bringing it back too much or going like this. Just let gravity do the work. Okay? So you want to be relaxed and loose with it. And then you try the other hand. So it's a nice wrist motion. But you're really not doing much work because just heel and let it drop. So the way to practice this is do 1 on each hand. So you start slower and you can go faster. But the key is really to be relaxed with it and loose, okay? And then you could try 2 on 1. Okay. So, but those are just little techniques just to practice, just so you can get your hand used to playing the conga in the traditional style. then when you learn the Middle Eastern and North African rhythms, you'll be able to put more feeling and more swing and just more versatility into the rhythm. Okay, so now to learn the language of the drum, which is what we use to learn these rhythms, we have three sounds. We have the Doum sound, that's on the bigger drum. This one is actually called the Conga. This is the quinto, and if you see the one back over there I'm not using right now, that's called tumbadora. So right now we're just using the Conga and the quinto, okay? So our Doum is going to be on the Conga, okay? Doum, 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 okay? And it's just let your hand bounce off and try to keep your fingers together, and you hit it with this part of your hand, and always be loose about it. And then the tech is on the quinto with the right hand, same hand. And it's just, you play the open sound. Tech, 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 doom, tech, doom, doom, tech, doom, tech, doom, doom, tech. Now the S is the exact same as the tech, but just with your left hand. So the open sound on the edge. S, 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 S. Doom, tech, S, doom, doom, tech, S, doom, tech, S, doom, doom, tech, S, doom, tech, S, doom, doom. Okay, and let's just try a 3-beat rhythm. We'll just play doom, tech, S, tech, S, tech, S. And we'll add a little variation. So on the second part of the rhythm, we'll go doom, tekes, tekes. So we'll do 1, doom, tek, s, doom, tekes, tekes, doom, tekes, doom, tekes, tekes, doom, tekes, doom, tekes. All right, there you have it. The first lesson in how to play North African and Middle Eastern rhythms on the congas. If you have any questions or you would like to see me make a video about another topic, just let me know in the comments below. And until next time, stay in the rhythm.